Soul loss. In the realm of human experience, our lives are a complex network of interactions and relationships, shaping us just as we shape them. We are born into a world rich with history and culture, each moment a continuation of what came before. This continuity forms the backdrop against which our individual stories unfold, each action and decision weaving into the larger narrative of our existence. However, amid the constant flux of life, moments arise that etch themselves deeply into our being. These moments, be they joyous or traumatic, leave an indelible mark on our psyche. They shape our perceptions, influence our choices, and in many ways, dictate the path our life takes. It is through these pivotal moments that we come to understand the profound impact of our experiences on the essence of who we are. Yet, this connection to our experiences and the world around us is not always a source of strength and grounding. At times, it can be a tether that holds us back, a reminder of times we'd rather forget, or a link to a self we no longer recognize. These connections, though intangible, can weigh heavily on us, anchoring us to past versions of ourselves that we've since outgrown or wish to leave behind. It is in these moments of reflection that we come face to face with the concept of identity and how fluid it can be. We recognize that who we are is not static, but a composite of our past experiences, beliefs, and relationships. This realization can be both liberating and daunting, as it challenges us to continually reassess who we are and who we wish to become. But what happens when the connection to our past, to certain memories or experiences, becomes a source of discomfort or pain? What if the ties that bind us to our history are the very chains that prevent us from moving forward? It is here, in this internal conflict, that the concept of soul loss comes into play. Soul loss is not merely a metaphorical feeling of disconnection or disenchantment. It represents a profound sense of detachment from the parts of ourselves that make us whole. This detachment can manifest in various forms, from a pervasive sense of numbness to a feeling of being incomplete, as if a vital piece of our identity is missing or has been left behind. This feeling of loss often leads us on a quest, a deep and introspective journey to reclaim what was lost. It's a journey that takes courage and honesty, as it requires us to confront not just the external factors that might have contributed to this sense of loss, but also the internal barriers we've erected against our own healing. And so, as we embark on this journey of self-discovery and healing, we confront the intricate web of our existence. We begin to understand that just as we can imprint upon the world and record what we create and make, we are still connected to those records. And sometimes, the things we create we no longer want to be corded to that person, place, or thing. Suddenly, we feel as if we have left a piece of ourselves somewhere, and it is not with us anymore. Just as we can imprint upon the world and record what we create and make, we are still connected to those records. And sometimes, the things we create we no longer want to be corded to that person, place, or thing. Suddenly, we feel as if we have left a piece of ourselves somewhere, and it is not with us anymore. This is called soul loss, which is caused by soul fragmentation. What is soul loss? Lack of grace, peace, and ease results from poor soul health, and from a profound dissonance within. The search. The search for answers to life's challenges and dilemmas is known as soul searching. When we suffer from soul loss, our life essence, or soul, hides or shuts away, preventing us from realizing and experiencing our full human potential. We frequently fully repress or block off entire facets of our psyches. Soul searching, noun. Deep or critical examination of one's motives, actions, beliefs, etc. Adjective. Displaying the characteristics of deep or painful self-analysis. Most people use the term soul-searching to describe the process of challenging our beliefs, routines, and motivations in order to find pleasure and the truth. Soul loss. The soul's departure from the body and failure to return. In many pre-literate cultures, soul loss is believed to be a primary cause of illness and death. Etymology. A soul retrieval is a powerful spiritual practice that heals soul loss. Soul loss can occur whenever we have trauma in our life. For example, we may experience soul loss if we are in an accident, undergo a serious operation, or if we suddenly lose a close friend or family member. From ancient wisdom, soul loss is perceived as the soul's temporary exodus from the body. In many pre-literate societies, this exodus was often viewed as the root cause of both ailment and mortality. When we speak of people walking this earth that have no soul home, we must clarify that this does not mean they have no soul. Their soul simply is not home. This is an important distinction not to be missed. These people are called empty vessels, shadows of their radiant selves, akin to empty vessels devoid of the soul's luminance. To witness it is uncannily reminiscent of the clinical term dissociation, where the mind severs itself from immediate reality. Just as dissociation manifests physically, soul loss echoes a spiritual fracture, an amnesiac state where the body lingers, but the soul drifts, untethered. Soul health measuring immeasurable emerging fields, like quantum physics, is now on the brink of recognizing the ethereal, our soul. Conceived as imaginary energy, this force interlinks with our physical shell, shaping and guiding it. But with discernible vital signs for the body, how do we assess the soul's vigor? The soul's vitality manifests in tangible ways. It's the undeniable bounce in our step and the irresistible sparkle in our eyes, and it has an uncanny knack for manifesting our desires. When our inner essence aligns with our external world, every wish seems to come to fruition with ease. We become masters of our own reality, winning at the game of manifestation. This seamless alignment, this synchronization of inner and outer, is the sweet spot where soul health thrives. Yet, when discord seeps into this finely tuned symphony, the melody of our lives falters. Our once vibrant cadence diminishes, and we find ourselves out of step with the universe's rhythm. This dissonance is the harbinger of soul loss. As our inner harmony unravels, our external circumstances reflect this inner turmoil. Opportunities evade us, relationships strain, and life, once a beautiful symphony, becomes a cacophony of missed chances and unfulfilled potential. In this state of soul loss, we often turn to external solutions, mistaking the symptoms for the disease. We seek comfort in material possessions, transient pleasures, or the next big achievement, hoping they will fill the void. But these are mere band-aids, temporary fixes that cannot mend a fractured soul. The real remedy lies in the journey inward, in the courageous quest to confront and heal the parts of ourselves we've lost along the way. This inward journey, this quest for soul retrieval, is not for the faint of heart. It requires us to face our deepest fears, our darkest shadows. It calls for us to delve into the painful memories and experiences that caused our soul to fragment in the first place. But in this courageous exploration, we find liberation. By reclaiming the lost pieces of ourselves, we initiate a process of profound transformation, a metamorphosis that allows us to emerge whole, healed, and renewed. Soul retrieval is an ancient practice, a sacred ritual performed by shamans and healers throughout the ages. It's believed that during the process, the shaman journeys into non-ordinary reality, retrieving the lost parts of the soul and reintegrating them into the individual's essence. This reintegration is pivotal, for it is in the wholeness of being that we find true healing and restoration. In our modern world, soul retrieval may not always involve a shamanic journey in the literal sense. It might take the form of therapy, meditation, or deep introspective work. It's a personal odyssey, a quest to rediscover and reclaim the missing pieces of our narrative. And as we piece these fragments together, we begin to see a clearer picture of who we truly are, beyond the masks and defenses we've constructed. The path to soul retrieval is a journey back to authenticity, a return to the unadulterated essence of our being. It's about stripping away the layers of conditioning, the societal expectations, and the roles we've played to survive. It's about standing in our truth, embracing our vulnerabilities, and acknowledging our inherent worthiness. As we walk this path, we encounter the power of resilience. Our journey through the darkness illuminates our strength, our capacity to rise, to heal, and to thrive. This resilience is the heartbeat of our soul, the pulse that sustains us through the trials and tribulations of life. In the end, the journey of soul retrieval is a journey of coming home. It's about rediscovering the light within, the indomitable spirit that guides us through the darkest nights. It's a pilgrimage to the heart of our being, a voyage to the place where we are whole, where we are one, where we are, in every sense, truly ourselves. Thank you for watching. If you're ready to dive even deeper into the world of your soul and soul purpose, I invite you to join the Soul Game video course, available now on my website at www.soulreno.com. In this course, you'll find practical tools, thought-provoking exercises, and exclusive insights designed to help you take control of your life and reach soul alignment. Sign up today to start your journey towards reclaiming your soul and mastering your soul game.